Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jadisola, and if you're coming to my channel for the very first time, welcome. I create a lot of personal and career development videos. I create personal finance videos, and I also create videos about my life living as an expert here in the UK. And if this is something that you like, please make sure you subscribe before you exit this video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 10 personal finance lessons that has actually changed my life. For a lot of us, we only start to, learn about personal finance after school because it's not a topic that is really taught in school, or it's not something that we usually discuss with our parents. Some of us just start to learn this thing after school, and some of it is even by accident, and some of it is just like us just patterning our lives around what we remember about our parents' interaction with money. So whether or not you grew up with money, or some of the lessons that you must have learned, growing up would, most likely impact how you see personal finance when you grow up. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing my absolute top 10 personal finance lessons that I actually live by. So number one on my list has to be every investment start with savings. And I know a lot of financial gurus out there are going to be encouraging people to, go and invest in stocks, go and invest in crypto, go and invest in this and that. But you can't invest what you don't have if you really think about it. And saving money is not only going to help you to build the capital that you need to invest, it's also going to help you to build the discipline around personal finance in general, because, how else are you going to learn that you don't have to eat with your 10 fingers and spend everything that you earn at once? It is only by building this discipline. And that's one of the reasons this one lesson is one of the absolute things that I actually live by. Number two on my list is follow the money and not the passion. Now, I know that a lot of financial gurus out there, again, always encourage people to follow their passion. As a matter of fact, there's a saying that says, like, if you follow your passion, you will never work a day in your life. What this saying actually fails to recognize is that everyone's circumstance is very different. It doesn't take into account your realities. Your passion might be something that may eventually make you money, but in the immediate, it may not be something that you're going to make money off of. And it may require time and effort for you to nurture this, right? While you're trying to actually follow your passion, your reality may dictate that you actually need to be making money immediately. So let's say, for example, you have a family that you need to provide for. Let's say you're in debt and you need to pay people off. Let's say that you have like health challenges that you need to immediately provide for. At the end of the day, your passion, while that is good, the reality is money speaks volume. I think if you follow the money, you can then have enough cushion to actually chase your passion at the end of the day. The third on my list has to be there's absolutely nothing wrong with 9 to 5. And I know that on the internet, a lot of people have been encouraged to be their own bosses, to be an entrepreneur and all the rest. But the truth is, not everyone is going to be an entrepreneur. And also the reality is entrepreneurship is very hard. It's very chaotic. And what a 9 to 5 is going to provide for you is some form of stability for you to fund your chaos. Because the last thing you want to be worrying about as an entrepreneur is actually worrying about your personal survival. Like, it's the last thing you want to be worrying about. And a 9 to 5 can actually help you to build the capital to invest in your business in the long run, or even just give you some more time to even take more risks with your business. But you know that you have this cushion in this 9 to 5 that can always be there for you while you're trying to build your business. The next on my list has to be learn marketable skills. And you can actually learn this either in your 9 to 5 or by taking online courses. But bottom line is you want to invest in yourself. And what this is going to help you with is it can either help you to save money or earn you money in the future. So you can either save money because you already know how to do certain things and you can do them yourself instead of paying other people to do that. And you can also even monetize some of the skills and use that to, earn more money. Which takes me to my next lesson, which is diversify your income. So many economies, including the UK, is gearing towards a recession. That's even if the economy that you're in is not already in a recession. Everyone is complaining about the prices of things going up. And I think that this is the best time for you to actually start to think of diversifying your income. A lot of people are earning money these days from consulting, from freelancing, from creating content online. And these opportunities are there for you to actually start to diversify your income. It fits into not putting all your eggs in one basket, thinking that only one income can sustain you. So if you're not yet thinking about this, it's important for you to start to look at how you can increase your income, whether or not you're in 9 to 5 or you're even running a business. It is actually more critical than ever for you to actually diversify your income. The next on my list has to be never plan your finances around other people. I know in some parts of the world, women, for example, are being groomed to just grow up, then go and marry and let your husband worry about the finances. But the reality of the world that we live in today is totally different. And it's important that you're not planning around a rich uncle or rich auntie or even your rich parents, about what your future finances is going to look like. It's like the easiest way for someone to fail. Because at the end of the day, one, people can disappoint you. Imagine planning your finances around, oh, I'm going to inherit this and that from my parents, and in their will, they actually leave you out. Or they leave you something that is going to end up making your life worse. There are people who inherit debt from their parents. Planning your finances around certain people in your life is just the worst thing to do. You need to be able to bank on yourself and not on other people. The next on my list is learn how debt works. Not all debt is bad. And a lot of rich people have mastered how to actually create wealth using other people's money, which is what debt is. You save your money in the bank lends it to somebody who's going to end up, paying interest on that money to the bank. But if you don't know how to use debt correctly, that is when it is bad. And I know a lot of people have actually, had really horrible experiences from borrowing money. But if you know how to use debt properly, there are people who have built billion-dollar businesses, real estate businesses, from just understanding how debt works. The next on my list is have a running mate. What this means is not for you to compare yourself to other people. It's for you to identify people who are going in the same direction that you want to go to and allowing yourself to be inspired by their journey. And what you want to do here is, have these people. You may not know them personally, and that's why I said, they're just your running mates, but you are constantly following their lives and their achievements. You're learning the things they're doing, and then you're also trying to replicate that. Like, it makes so much sense when you think about it. If I see someone going on the same journey that I want to go to, and this person has actually gone further down the road than I have, it only makes sense for me to study their journey, watch their content, learn more about how they're doing their stuff, and pattern myself after a blueprint that already works. It just makes more sense that way. So I have a few people in my life that I actually, admire and I follow, and I tell myself sometimes, if this person can do it, then I can. while I'm not going to undermine the hard work that goes into these people getting to where they have gotten to, it's just for me to also know that it is possible and it is achievable. And that starts to, change my mindset in terms of how I can actually reach this goal that I've set for myself. The next on my list is always have a safety net. And this goes into like a couple of things for me. It's really about, not testing the depth of the water with my 2 feet. It's about, taking calculated risks. It's about making sure that if an emergency happens, I have some money somewhere to take care of that. It's something that a lot of people fail to do. Yes, there are things that may be working for you, and sometimes you may need to double down, but there's always, a benefit in having some cash that is not subject to any form of high risk, if you understand what I'm saying. Something that you can call on at any time, that it will answer you and to get you out of a situation that you have just not planned for, or to even allow you to take up an opportunity that has just come at you suddenly. You always want to have that buffer, that safety net, as part of your personal finance journey. And last on my list, which is the 10th one, is learn to reward yourself. I know a lot of the times we worry about money, we keep saving, we keep investing, and we don't do anything for ourselves. Like, it's not every time you give yourself the stick. Sometimes carrot, yeah? You don't have to eat the entire farm, but, try to reward yourself within caution, of course. But it's important because those sort of rewards, for someone like me, I look forward to it. That, hey, if I'm able to hit this milestone in my personal finance journey, I'm going to do X, Y, Z for myself. And this is for me personally to just say, you know what, you've done well. You set this goal for yourself and you've achieved it. And here is your reward. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could just be something small. But we need to learn, as we are trying to, build wealth and everything, to also learn to reward ourselves in the same vein. Now, I know that everyone's personal finance journey is different. And I also know that this journey is a marathon and not a sprint. So allow yourself, if you haven't yet started, to build these habits gradually. The more you build good money habits, the better for you, and the faster you actually get to the financial freedom that everyone is actually seeking. So I've come to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye.